Judy pressed.
I did. Yes. I did.
Okay.
One moment. Screen. No, applications. Y'all need to see the chat. There we go.
Can you hear this? Can.
I can. I wish you would stop.
Okay. I was doing it beforehand. I wasn't sure if you didn't say anything, so I wasn't sure if you could hear it.
I just figured you would stop. Can someone check levels real quick?
Yeah, I'll check the bullshit levels.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that.
I'll check levels, but I have to leave the chat to do that.
What a shame.
What a shame. What shame.
Washing?
What?
Did you say washing?
I said what a shame, but like with a really shitty accent. Man.
Should we keep talking so that Benny could... Not so Benny, because
Sophia,
Sophia can
I think so.
Hear us? Okay. Sophia, can you hear this?
Can you hear? Yeah, right. What are the bullshit levels at right now? Are they pretty high?
Let's play guess that noise, Benny. What is this noise?
God.
Can you guess it?
Is it a butterfly knife?
Oh wow, yeah.
Noise.
I did not think you were gonna guess that noise.
Right away. First noise I thought.
Immediately.
What is it?
It was a butterfly knife.
Butterfly knife.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have our bullshit meter.
Real high.
Real high.
Are you making a bullshit meter?
I am.
Oh, is that what that is?
The BSM. The bullshit meter. God, that's horrid. Okay. I'm gonna hide
Are you not filling it in?
No, it's
You're just gonna leave it as a line?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely I'm gonna leave it just as a line, yeah.
So unsatisfied.
Fine.
Hit the like fill button real quick. Yeah, there we go. See? It's a lot better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, to make it easier, make it more visually appealing for us. I'm gonna do it underneath.
Underneath?
I'm gonna do this.
What part did you do underneath? Oh, the blue? You did that underneath the black?
Yeah, so we can change it throughout the stream.
Oh, so it could just keep... I mean, there's not a lot of room for it to raise.
I love that we start at
It's
maximum
definitely not...
bullshit.
Yeah, it's definitely not going down.
I don't know, it can.
Yeah, that last one looked a little squeezed in there.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Bullshit meter. All right. We're gonna group these up. Cool. Just make it easier on ourselves. Okay, so the layout looks a little different than what we're used to here, right? That's on purpose. I just see we put yes in the chat. What is that? Why? Why we do that?
We put yes?
I did that because I could hear you guys. You asked if I could hear you.
Oh. Okay, well, that's why. There we go. Makes sense. So it looks a little different here. Well, first, before I start anything, and just explain why it looks a little different here, I'm hosting. Me, your lovely host. Or, I don't know. I'm a host.
Benny. Yeah, you're an okay host.
I'm an okay host. Sophia, would you love to intro our stream?
You ever noticed how, like, I don't set that up? It's always, like, one of you, like, hey.
Well, because we know that you hate doing it.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Time I was able to, like, skirt by for, like, 30 minutes.
Yeah, not this time.
Okay. All of our roommates are here.
Well, that's...
I will be screaming.
Yeah.
You have an audience.
You have an audience.
that was it.
You want to do a proper intro?
It sounded so
Yeah, okay,
much
fine.
different.
What's up, citizens of the Tapestry? Welcome back to another Cascade stream. I'm in front of both of our roommates screaming.
Yay. Yay. That makes me happy.
Very good. Very good.
So it looks a little different today. Because your host, Beny, I'm gonna be doing a VFX test for Matt's teleporting powers. We don't really talk a lot about their powers. We would mention more of them and how hot our
And Beny, I
characters are.
told you to make a flat concept. Why does it look like you're... Oh, thank you.
Because I'm gonna
Why
animate. I'm gonna animate. Yeah.
Is that what
I told you to make a flat concept, and he's like, no.
No, I gotta.
I'm
I
like,
gotta
make it easy on yourself, and he's like, no.
concept on the move. What were you saying, Elijah?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I have no clue what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't recognize any of this stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna animate. It's all new. It's all different stuff. I had to get a plugin for this called Animate 2.
Also, animating in Photoshop is complete ass. I don't know why you're not in After Effects.
I want to say that here. Never. You know what? No, I'm gonna type this shit out. It's so small. Make it a little bigger. Fine.
We've never typed anything on this. I don't think. I just realized that.
Never. First change the color of this to black. And I'm gonna type. There we go. Never animate in Photoshop. Shiope. Can I change the font of everything here? Because it's like all tiny. Go away thing. Okay.
Yeah, this is very important, Beny.
It is very important. Here, I'm gonna make it funky. There we go.
Make it Comic Sans.
Oh, it'll be funny, right? We're gonna go ahead and actually merge that down. Cool. Never animate in Photoshop. Just don't fucking do it. Anyway, with that, I want to animate in Photoshop.
So what are you doing now?
I'm gonna animate in Photoshop. I'm going to do the thing that I'm not supposed to do.
I think you need to raise up that bullshit meter.
Just a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably good.
Stupid. Okay, well, the reason we're doing this is because I want to have moving animation. In our comic, we're gonna have animated bits, and we're gonna get to do we're gonna get to have cool little GIFs play in the panels, and maybe have some of the other things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that now.
And one of the animations is gonna be like maybe a few frames long. I don't imagine it being much longer than this, to be completely honest with you. Is going to be one of our main protagonists, Matt, teleporting. Now, I can get into the whole thing of what this all is, but I figured it all out myself, so I won't. But if anybody wants to animate on Photoshop, which you should never do, by the way,
proceeds to animate in Photoshop.
Yeah, exactly. You can let us know, and I'll tell you what all these doodads are. For now, though, what I want to animate, and I'll do it down here in bullshit. I have different inspirations for what I'm going to be using as a reference for matte animation, which is going to be showcased here. My inspirations for this that I'm gonna go with is gonna be how do I spell this? I never know how to spell it. I wrote this on a note because I don't know how to spell it. Oh, where the fuck is it? Where the hell is this shit?
Can you guys hear my cat?
I can't. But did you hear my pained moan?
No, I kind of tuned that out a little bit.
Yeah, we don't.
Thank you for that. Here we go. Space Warp VFX. Okay, cool. So, apparating. My first one wasn't apparating, but I'm just gonna put this here anyway. my first inspiration for teleporting, well, actually my inspiration for Matt's powers as a whole, we've made him bigger than just teleporting, but his main one is teleportation. Was actually from the 2008 movie Jumper.
Oh.
Starring everyone's favorite
jumping guy.
Creepy hero turned.
That's the one. That's the movie with Corbin Bleu, right?
Corbin Bleu.
I think that was him, right?
If you're making a joke
with the jump rope.
Let's jump in. I know exactly what he's talking about, and it is jump in.
Yeah, that's
jump
the
roping
movie. The jump roping movie? Does Matt do a lot of jump roping?
What's cordon bleu? Isn't that like a chicken?
Cordon bleu. Corbin Bleu, right? Corbin Bleu? I don't know.
Yeah,
High School
Corbin
Musical,
Bleu.
dude.
He was famous for like 2 minutes and then he died. Like, he's not dead, but like he's socially dead.
You sure he's not dead? Did you give him the hair?
I gave him the hair he has in the movie, yeah.
And a jump rope, right?
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a jump rope. Here we go.
Just next to him.
Just next to him, yeah. My inspiration here. I'm gonna move that over because it's gonna be blocking what I'm gonna animate. God. There we go. It's cordon bleu. My inspiration.
I still hate that you're animating in Photoshop. You could not have chosen a worse animation platform than Photoshop.
Navarre Novice says, sending all Corbin Bleu stands to your house. You mean Cordon Bleu? Cordon Bleu?
You're about to get ripped apart by some jump roping hooligan.
If anyone loves that movie, I want you to know I have no qualms with it or the actor. They're both
He does.
great.
He does. He personally
I
hates
do not. I do not. I think he's a great actor.
Do you?
I haven't seen him in anything recently. I don't know if he's still
Because he
acting.
doesn't act anymore.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
well.
Benny, great actor. I mean, he's an actor.
What
I don't know
if he
if
sees
that's
this? Anyway.
He's like checking out like niche streams and he's like, oh, these guys hate me.
Fuck these guys. So
Yeah.
Jumper was
Is it too late to change the name of the stream to something else?
Never animated. We should have named it Never Animated in Photoshop. It makes so much sense. Anyway.
Can we just send it to him?
No.
Aw.
So my other inspiration for this, the VFX in Jumper, I really like them. It's really simple, really niche, really easy to do. But my other inspiration for what I want to incorporate now,
Nightcrawler.
no, I actually, well, some of Nightcrawler. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah,
Oh
sure.
my God.
Oh, what the
You
fuck?
really weren't gonna put Nightcrawler on there?
What color is this?
That's
Why
like the
won't-
most popular teleporting person.
Oh, we're thinking of different night crawlers.
What Nightcrawler are you thinking of?
There's a movie called
There's a
Nightcrawler.
movie with
Oh.
Jake Gyllenhaal where he's like stalking somebody.
Yeah. No, we're talking
Yeah,
about
that's
the
what
same
I'm
one.
thinking of.
Yeah. No, we're talking about the same one.
Okay.
Let's specify.
Yeah. Stalking and jumping rope so far is what your inspirations are.
Yes. I'm gonna make a new thing here. My other thing is
Are
actually.
you really not gonna do the other side of the little bracket thing?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Gosh, bugging the crap out of me, Benny.
It's the Hogwarts
Hogwarts?
Legacy, specifically from Hogwarts Legacy. Oh fuck! I
The
gotta
game that just came out.
more. Yes. Legible.
He's been playing the fuck out of it.
I haven't played the fuck out of it.
And they have teleporting?
Well, in the Harry Potter universe, it's called apparating.
Oh,
It's basically
spoiler.
teleporting.
Gosh.
It's for
I
the
haven't played
movies
the
that's been
game
out
yet,
for
Benny.
ages. Navarre Novice says he played Chad, a literal gay icon. You're right.
Bisexual icon, excuse yourself.
Chad sounds like the name of like the opposite of a gay icon.
You don't get to choose your
I
name.
forgot his name is Chad.
And my other two inspirations, not really inspirations, but things I always want to include, would be, for this especially, I always want to make it true to what it would actually look like, especially with how we're using the powers, how we're basing them off of real life things.
Ignore me, I'm making
Gravity.
What are you making, Sophia?
Bread.
Oh.
You're making bread? You mean buying bread, right?
No.
I think you mean buying bread.
No,
I'm
she's
putting
making
it
it.
in the oven.
In the oven? Oh, so you're
I gotta-
toasting bread.
No,
I got a Dutch
she's
oven.
crafting bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, 3 wheat, and that's it. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if they'll come in time is the only thing.
Yeah, so here are my inspirations for it. It's Jumper from the movie Jumper, starring everyone's favorite creepy hero turned even more sadistic villain, Hayden Christensen.
And jump ropes.
Chad from.
I'm talking about Anakin anyway.
Oh.
He was in that?
Anakin Skywalker? Yeah, that's Hayden Christensen.
He was in High School Musical.
Oh, well, he could have been.
No, it's not High School Musical. It's Jump In.
I was
It's
talking
just
about
got the same guy from High School
Oh,
Musical.
Jump In. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, yeah,
Hayden Christensen was in.
we've
Jump
already
In.
drawn him. Nightcrawler from the X-Men, because there are some effects I'm borrowing from that. Very
And
loosely.
Nightcrawler the Stalker.
No.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Hogwarts Legacy apparating, and then some physics-based ones, not fantasy, is something called gravitational lensing, also known as an Einstein ring, which is really fancy words for if there is...
Butthole.
Yeah. If there is like a mug, let's say, right, a mug behind, let's just say a ball.
A pumpkin. Oh.
Yeah. Let's just say it's like a on theme. Let's say it's a basketball.
On
It's
theme with what? I don't
With-
understand the reference there, Benny.
Never mind. If the basketball is really heavy, like it's really dense in space, it's gonna warp it, and so this light is coming. Let's say your eyes over here, right? Ignore my horrifying eye. If
I'm
the
looking
light's
directly at it.
coming this way at you, as opposed to hitting you like you would normally see it, with the ball here, right, and the mug behind it, like you would normally with it further back in space, the way it's going to happen is that it's so dense here, it's going to actually warp around it and then continue on its path towards you, while at the same time the light from the basketball...
Oh, they're playing jump rope!
Yeah! Actually, fuck yeah! That's exactly what happens. The light plays jump rope with the object. You're not even joking. That's what happens. It goes around it. And it goes into your eye.
They're doing double dutch. Oh, I love it. And the basketball's just bouncing.
I could probably actually Google a reference for this, because this is actually really fucking cool.
What,
Yeah.
Jump In, the movie with
Okay,
Corbin Blue?
No, I can't
Double
do
dutch
that.
is fun.
Because that's copyrighted. A physics phenomena is not copyrighted, because you can't copyright nature.
Are you
could try.
sure?
Yeah. I'm sure somebody has.
Oh yeah.
Benny, you know what's wild?
Huh.
So the tequila from Costco has 100% agave, which is like how you traditionally make tequila.
Yeah.
But a lot of modern manufacturers will replace it with sugar, which is like lower quality. The Costco one is 100% pure agave, which means this fucking $12 massive bottle of tequila is higher quality than most alcohols, 3 times its price and half its size.
Okay. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, tequila is traditionally made with agave, but a lot of people cut it out because it's expensive.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Except for Costco.
Except for Costco.
Fuck yeah, Costco.
Fuck yeah. So I'll give a couple examples here, but this is what gravitational lensing looks like from the observer's point of view. It's really creepy. It looks like that. So, in this scenario, the star right
I'm
here...
sorry,
or
is this a physics stream?
It is!
What is
It is! It's important to know what's going
What
on.
the fuck are you putting on the screen right now?
This is a galaxy. This bright orange thing here, this is a galaxy.
Yeah, Benny, if I was sitting at a desk right now, I'd be asleep.
Maybe listen,
Gosh.
and it's gonna get cool. this is a galaxy, and this is another galaxy. Fucking shut up!
I think that's a photo taken from the inside.
I
of
don't
a butthole
subscribe
looking
to
out.
physics. Please stop. No, it's gonna be cool as shit. Trust me.
I don't subscribe to physics.
This is a galaxy.
Sorry, physics don't affect me.
And this is
How do
another
they affect
galaxy
you?
wrapping around it, but it's not wrapping around it, it's behind it, and it's just being fucked to shit with light anyway, and it makes it look like it's being warped around it. And the reason why
I don't see any jump ropes though.
Well,
Jump!
Benny, we just want jump ropes.
no, fuck you. Anyway, that's that.
Yeah, science make my brain hurt. Bring back jump ropes.
Well, then you chose the wrong company to be a
Evolve
part
to
of,
science
buddy.
or return to jump rope.
Honestly. I'm gonna have to shrink all this down to make room for the actual drawing I'm trying to do. Okay, cool.
Why don't you just hide it?
Because it's part of our bullshit meter.
Should we be raising it then?
It's
Maybe you
already
need to-
pretty high.
Maybe you need to shrink down the bullshit meter and raise it up a little bit higher. Extend it.
It's already
No,
as
it's just
high as
full?
it can go. It's as high as it can go, yeah.
I think it could
Just
probably
can't-
go higher.
You know, to be fair, we're talking about physics equations on a fucking drawing stream, so I feel like our bullshit meter really couldn't go higher.
It
Never
really
none of us
couldn't.
says, yeah, science gives me existential crisis, go back to jump rope.
Yeah.
No. Listen, if you can
They're
sit through a
right
whole
and they should
stream
say it.
drawing a rat man, I can talk about the reason behind
Listen.
the visuals of the comic we're drawing.
The Rat Man was more relevant than your
Was it?
fucking physics anomaly.
Is it? Are you sure?
Mhm.
Because we're
It was
actually
also
going to
so
draw a
fun.
physics anomaly
90%.
here. We're talking about teleportation. It isn't real.
All I know is draw pretty pictures. I don't know shit about this black hole, whatever the hell.
Well, we just go and learn. The reason why I'm doing all this weird physics stuff is because the way Matt's teleportation works is he opens a wormhole behind him, or around him, and he uses that essentially to give space-time a wedgie within itself to pop to a different location.
What the fuck is that noise?
I don't know what that is actually. It's not me.
Nothing.
Sophia?
It's nothing.
What do you?
It's nothing at all.
What do you
Yeah, get off
watch?
TikTok.
Are you on,
Nothing
are you on
at
Dick
all.
Cock?
No. I have nowhere to go that's private, so everything is loud. I think it's our roommate's lecture for Zoom.
Oh, I see. Well, what I'm gonna do is first, I'm not gonna have this be the first frame. I just need this. Actually, I'll draw it down here. Just make another frame. What the? Oh, I see. Getting used to how this works. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is actually draw Matt as just like a really easy figure. Nothing fancy. Right?
Are you drawing a stick figure?
Kind of. A person. Because my focus isn't on Matt, it's on the VFX that we're doing.
But where are his feet?
I'm
And his
not gonna-
hands? And his face? And his jump rope? And his big curly hair?
He doesn't have big curly hair. He
Yeah,
has
he
small
does.
curly hair. So, while Elijah continues to self-employ himself as completely doing I don't know what to the stream to distract me from what I'm trying to do,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start this animation, and I will give art tips while I'm doing this. This is important. This is relevant to what I'm doing. You'll notice that this down here is a timeline, and it has weird things that say 00, 02F, and 04F, and things like that. I'm animating what's called twos, which is a frame. A single drawing is held for 2 frames, 2 like moments of a video. And when you play them, you'll see it's kind of like this. If I draw on this layer here, oh, fuck, am I on this layer? Yeah. If I just draw like a ball over here, right? I go this layer. Let me turn onion skin on, and then I draw another ball over here, and then I just play it. It will just play only those 2. Turn off onion skin, you'll see it'll just move a bit. So we want to have that be what's going to happen here. We want to have a cool animation with this. 27 minutes into the stream.
But don't animations take kind of like a long time, Benny?
They can.
Yeah,
Luckily,
Benny, that's why I said maybe you should draw a still concept, and he was like, no, let me animate live, because that's so interesting.
we would have already been like halfway through this if I wasn't like stopped at each way. I couldn't even get to my list of inspirations. You guys were like, no, banned, fuck you, you voted for I don't know who, but I didn't agree with it.
Oh, it's our fault, Mr. This is the space-time continuum and how the physics of
this
my
is his powers.
animation
He got
works.
space-time
Let
powers.
me show you a picture of space, because that's what we need to be thinking about right now.
I think we all just need to take a minute and just calm down, jump some rope. Okay, just do a little jump rope.
Come on, guys. I guess some would say jump in.
Yeah. It's got a face.
Yeah.
I kept waiting for you to draw like that little figure that you have right now. I kept waiting for him to be like Corbin Blue.
Oh no!
I was asking for that earlier.
I already drew Cordon Bleu. Word XXI says Elijah. Is Elijah there? Yes, Elijah is there. Hey, say hi, Elijah.
No,
Elijah's here.
I'm not here.
He's held hostage by us.
I fell asleep because of the lecture that Penny was giving.
You're gonna have to listen to it more than once, so you gotta be ready for it.
Like today, I'm gonna have to?
I mean, like in the entire
Benny.
time you're at Cascade.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Elijah, I live with this. I hear about you so much.
And you will continue to hear it.
Yeah, Benny, I wouldn't normally mind. I already had class today, so.
That's not my fault.
Word XXI says, "What's up, guys?"
What's
Elijah,
up?
you are sus.
What up?
You know what?
I'm
Word
what?
XXI, Elijah is sus. What is XXI in Roman numerals again?
21, I think.
Word 21.
Yeah.
What's word 21? Do we have numbers for words?
No, I know
Yeah,
who
word
it is.
21.
I don't want to say his name though. You guys
Don't
told me not to say
their
names.
name. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
don't say names.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna move this.
21. 21.
Oh, is it a 21 Savage thing?
I don't know what it was originally from. I think it's just the number they like. I don't know. I don't
21,
think
pretty good number.
it's 21 Savage. I just.
Oh, well, here I am saying Elijah's name. That's okay. We also say Elijah's name.
Very frequently.
Yeah, we can say our own names. That's fine.
You say our own names.
And Katie, because I already kind of ruined that one.
Well, they were named Katie Kids 88, so I mean, it was in the
Yeah,
name.
true.
For all they know, we're just referring to Katie Kids 88. So, the way Jumper does her animation for Jumper, for the guy who can jump, is they start out with like, I'm not even kidding, it's like a weird like slit in space, right? And they go from there, and it like gets larger and more like weird and wobbly. They even like kind of warp it out sometimes a little more than they need to, on purpose. And then, yeah, and then they'll like kind of like, yeah, exactly. Then we'll go a little more. This might even be a bit too many frames for what I'm trying to do. I think it is actually. And then towards the very end, we'll actually have the drawing or the image of the person that's teleporting, just like chilling there. No really after effect, right?
I'll miss you 2 word.
Affair?
Yep. Bum bum bum.
And it'll be kind of like a. Let me get rid of the onion skin. Oh fuck. Let me get rid of that onion skin. It'll be kind of like
Hey, Benny, what's an onion skin?
an onion skin.
That's like a
since you
food.
asked.
It's like a food.
I
Got
will
it.
punch you in the balls. An onion skin is a tool that looks. It's called onion skin because onion skins are see-through, I guess, but I don't know why they call it that. It's a really bad name for it. Anyway, an onion skin
It's because
essentially.
it has layers.
It's because it
the
got
layers.
layers. It's the Shrek skin.
Oh, like
Like
an
Shrek.
ogre.
It's the Shrek.
It's the Shrek skin. Essentially,
Are you drawing
what
Shrek
it
now?
is, I will punch you in the face too. Essentially,
The
what it
face
is,
and the nose?
Good old
Is-
ball face punch.
if I hide the group here, it will give you a preview to the other frames in the animation, so you can see what you drew before and what you're going to draw next if you have more frames later on. This is the
It
last
basically
frame.
makes following a consistent animation easier.
It does. So you can like kind of draw over the drawing you did before, because now you know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of animation history for you because I got a fucking degree in this. I might as well use it.
Right? We both did.
What people used to do is they would have light boxes, which is where you put different layers of paper over top of this light box, which is literally a box that just casts light into your face.
You're
and you put
roboting
paper
out a
over
lot.
top
I
of
don't
it.
know why.
I am. That's
You are.
an internet thing. That's not something I can do.
Oh, well.
Well, anyway, Robot is explaining how animation works now. The way that old school animation works is you used to have cells of animation and they would be placed on top of each other on a light box.
Yeah.
And you would flip between the cells and the box would allow you to see the before or after, well, usually the before frames of animation, so you would be able to keep your frames consistent. So this is like a digital version of that.
Exactly. So what this allows me to do now, since I had the onion skin on and I was able to see where my frames are going, it's kind of weird, like gradual fade, right? But if I get rid of it, it just gives me a... They kind of teleport in like that. I could actually probably stand to delete that frame, and it would be like a quick... Here's what they do. Actually, I'm gonna hold this one a little longer. You just kind of jump in. Ooh, actually,
And
you know what? Wait.
earlier you're animating on twos, but I was distracted. Did you explain what twos are?
I didn't explain what these are. I just
The
figured
number.
Would you like me to explain twos?
I would love you to.
I just did. It's a number.
I will destroy
It's-
you.
I just read, that's all you need to know. Fucking 1, 2, learn to count.
Right.
So in animation, there are different ways of animating. And one's animating on twos, sometimes threes, maybe 4. That is how many frames your animation is exposed for. So if you're animating on twos, you're animating 12 frames per second. And that might sound kind of familiar because we see at 24 frames per second.
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of. If you animate on ones, you're animating 1 frame per 24 seconds.
Exactly.
Did I say that right?
Yeah. Yeah. You're holding
yeah,
an image for a moment in the video. I mentioned it a little bit.
Animation on ones is very labor intensive because you're doing more work. You know, 24 frames in a second. That's 24 images that are being exposed in a single second. That's a lot of work for 1 fucking second. So what most people do is they animate on twos, which is 12 frames per second. It cuts your workload in half. And for punchier drawings, the way he like folds away.
I know.
I would even take away one of the frames.
Yeah, it's kind of slow.
Yeah, it's kind of slow. That's another downside of ones is that you can usually get cleaner animation, but it tends to read slower. Animating on 2s, 3s, 4s, you use for punchier animation. So for action scenes or for literally a punch, it's gonna feel like it has more weight to it the less frames you give to it. Whereas the more articulated it is, the more it
Exactly.
the more articulated it is, the more it slows down because your eye has more information to take in.
Exactly.
I know so much about this horseshit. Let me fucking tell you.
So if you look at it, it starts out this way, one frame of this, and then that, right?
Beny, what's the frame you end on? Is he coming in or going out?
He's coming in. He's starting at nothing, and then it just jumps in. That's what we're trying to do.
I think what's messing me is that there's no After Effects.
Well, that's what I'm explaining each of these visuals to kind of go with it.
Gotcha.
First.
Okay. Never mind.
So this is the jumper animation, kind of. It's like a quick, like little burst in. They just kind of appear in. And I did research as to why they have that weird little slit thing. Like that's the way they're doing it. And they're doing it because it's like if space is like a 3D grid, whatever, right? They're like cutting into part of it. So it's like making
Elijah sleeping, is that what he's
making a little hole for it, and they exit out from there. And it leaves a little scar behind. And then the movie, they call it a jump scar.
I think it's pronounced jump scare.
I will murder you in your sleep.
I let you go for like a super long time without interrupting, okay?
Well, you can go longer. I might actually.
But then I actually have to like participate and put like do like important stuff. I just want to say jokes.
Timeline frame rate. I'm actually going to change this to 12 and see how that feels. Oh no, I don't want that. I want to.
For everyone listening too, Beny and Sophia were both animators, and I am not.
Yeah.
So I have no clue what's
so Elijah's
going on
like
here.
fucking dead on the floor right now.
Yeah.
He is
talking about how different frame rates of animation move.
Exactly.
I draw single images.
I might even change this a little bit because it feels wrong. I remember in the movie it had like 2 frames at least for the teleportation. And I base a lot of that punchiness off of the movie. I kind of want to just add a frame of ones. Oh fuck.
This is a really great example of why when people publish animation, it's all in one go, because a lot of it is just this going, does that look right? No. What about that? No. Oh, I like this one more.
Exactly, yeah. It's a lot of that stuff. I'll do this and see how this feels. That's a little better. It slows down a little bit, but it's just enough. It's kind of like that for the movie, right? But we want something a little different than that. So I'm going to delete all these frames.
All that work gone.
That's fine. I don't give a shit about it.
Deleted.
We can have our image again. The reason I have a ring here is because Matt opens a wormhole behind him, and that warps all the light around him, giving a cool, like, punch-in effect. So for our boy here, we are going to have a cool, like, start to it. But I'm not going to use this brush. I'm going to use a different brush completely. Is this the right size? Kind of, yeah. I'm going to use this brush instead.
Hold on, my internet is like shit in the bed right now. Okay, there it goes.
I'm still going to go with like this tear in space, right? I'm going to go a little more creepy, a little more like it's actually tearing into space. But then we also
I like Stranger Things.
Yeah. I can't do this. We can't do the songs. I forget. We can't. We're supposed to. We'll get banned.
We'll get banned, but our video gets copyrighted and muted.
We don't want that.
Yeah, we're dead. Elijah, have you ever painted your nails?
What? You roboted out again?
Have you ever painted your
paint
nails?
your nails?
I did, like, consistently for a little while, but it was just a clear coat on my right hand for playing guitar. Just because I just play with, like, my bare nails. I don't play with the pick. So I wanted, like, a little extra cushion on my fingernails. I probably painted my nails, like, regular colors, like, maybe, I don't know, once or twice.
Gotcha.
But I don't do it consistently. That's too much work.
I like doing it.
It is a lot of work. Not gonna lie.
I don't even do the clear coats anymore, just because I'm too lazy.
Understandable.
Now I just deal with my nails always feeling like they're, like, super rough and, like, peeling away.
Why don't you play with a pick?
I don't know.
This is honest,
Rough
right?
Yeah. I can play with a pick. I just prefer playing with my nails.
Oh wait, I gotta make it smaller for the face. Yeah. Oh, fuck. So we have this kind of effect now. If I get rid of the onion skin and the other layer, it's kind of like this. That feels better. Let me get another 2 layer. Bring this down. Extend this a little bit. Extend this one all the way to the end. So it's kind of like that. That feels more like Jumper too. Doing something like that. That looks kind of cool, but there's no after effect. There's no effects after he like forms in. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna, where is this layer? So right here already. I want to do more than just like the weird warbly stuff going around him here. I want to add some stuff around
Wiggly
him.
boy.
Wiggly boy. I want to do like a cool, like, instead of something like this, some like weird stripy things around him.
Oh, a basketball.
It's
Are we back on the basketball
It's the
things?
jump roping light, actually.
Yeah, the basketball. The basketball is jump roping, remember?
Jump!
Yeah.
Jump!
Oh, onion skins on, that's why. I'm gonna delete this, actually. No, I'm gonna keep it. And now we have to have this be a little bit more solid.
The stream, by the way, is like a minute or 2 delay. It's like pretty bad.
Oh. I think it's because someone's in our apartment just watching during the class.
I think so too.
So
Yeah, I
it's
think
just
like
gonna-
everyone's on the internet right now.
it's just
Is
gonna-
that still worse than when I was streaming?
I don't know.
No, you were a good boy last time. You did pretty good.
Because I thought it was lagging pretty hard. At least it did in the little practice one.
Oh no, you weren't lagging. You were hardly lagging in the actual stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Is this... What is this? We're gonna smudge a little bit. No, I hate that smudge tool.
I use the smudge tool all the time.
No, I hate the one I chose. You can choose other smudge tools. I'm gonna do... Fuck. Let me go to the Mega Pack and see what I got there. FX box. Yay, more smudges. The spatter smudge.
I have no clue which one I use.
I don't know either.
This is riveting. I love
Thank
learning
you.
about the spatter smudge.
Thank you.
Which one's
General?
default? What's
do
the
this.
default
Oh, there we
blender
go.
smudger?
This weird smudging thing. I don't think there is a default smudging tool.
No?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, use whatever
there's
one
a
it
default
started
smudging
with.
tool.
There is?
Yeah, because I've used it.
I don't know what it is.
By the way, part of the Benny, why are you animating? Not just because you majored in animation, but there's actually a reason for it.
I mentioned earlier in the stream that it's because we have
Oh, did
animated
you?
bits in our comic. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm playing around with the
was
idea.
busy.
Oh yeah.
I was
no
doing
worries.
things.
Man, she wasn't
So-
paying attention.
I'm adding some smudges
I was
in
paying
here.
attention. To
That's
the
on me.
lecture,
I'm an asshole.
so I heard that.
Uh,
The teacher already said that, Sophia.
The teacher already said that. I'm adding some
Bro,
smudges
nothing was
in
worse than when I was in
here.
class and I was like, hey, how did you do this? And you were like, well, like I said.
I'm not gonna have too many like weird things over here. Just like a little bit of stuff, right? I'm gonna smudge
The
it.
fucking ooh-woo face, I swear to God.
Yeah, man.
Oh God, my whole screen just turned purple and then went back to normal.
Fun. I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Smudge that a little more. There we go. And then I'm gonna do one more 2 frame. I'm just gonna hold this just for 2. I'll hold this longer because now we just have our guy. You know what? I'm actually gonna draw him again because that brush is too thick. There we go. Yeah. And you know we gotta do it. We gotta.
Yeah, he's just a squirmy little boy.
So if we do all that in tandem, let's see how it looks now.
You know what I think of every time you draw that stupid little face is when we drew that guy running with the gun,
Oh yeah,
holding the gun tenderly.
You're
No.
right. Oh my god. Okay, let's see what
I
this looks
forgot
like.
about that.
And now, this is always like my favorite part when I get to see what it looks like. Oh shit!
My bread! My bread!
This looks kind of cool. I'm not even gonna lie. We have the slit thing where he like tears space. We have the cool like warp around him too. What do you think? What do y'all think?
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's cool. A little. Alright, cool.
A little what?
A little.
Are you doing sound effects now?
A little ka-chow.
How about an ooh
You do it.
or a little hiya? Hiya?
What was that?
Hiya?
Put the onion skin back on. And this time, I want to add.
I think I have fettuccine on my foot. Yeah, I do.
Oh, same.
No way.
Oh shit, man. I actually want to. 'Cause this goes like that. This. Okay, cool. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to edit him just a little bit, because part of the effects this gives us, I should have done it before, is he is teleporting in, and his body moves with it too. So we gotta have some with that. I'm gonna hinge him forward just a little bit.
Oh, to be a cat sitting on a heated blanket.
Oh, what was it that I did before? I don't even fucking know. Where I was able to move the whole thing. I'm not gonna look at the tutorial right now. I'm gonna figure it out later on.
Again, riveting watching you
Thank you.
figure out how to animate in Photoshop.
Thank you. I'm gonna do this.
I remember animating in Photoshop. It was something we were required to do for our degree, and it fucking sucked, and I hated every minute of it.
Everyone fucking hated it because no one not supposed to do it.
What do you normally animate on?
Any other program.
Anything else? Anything else? Toon Boom. Is Harmony one of them?
I think
Toon Boom is Harmony.
I think I used
Toon
Boom
Boom.
once.
Adobe Animate, After Effects, Krita, like literally anything but Photoshop. Photoshop, like technically you're able to animate in, but it is like just the worst.
Yeah, I used Toon Boom for storyboarding.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bend that leg a little bit. I'm gonna bring this whole thing up.
I love the left side of his head that's like fading into oblivion.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Bend this leg a little
I will say, Benjamin.
Mhm.
This does not need to be perfect because it is exposed for less than a fraction of a second.
No, I know, but what I'm not doing is perfecting. You always get on me with this. You want me just to continue going on and never fix anything. You're like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's not how I draw. Well, that's how I draw. You
Yeah.
get used to it.
Yeah. No. I will not.
Yes.
My way or the fucking highway, bro.
Because we're actually gonna warp this a little bit. Just do a little. That.
I think it's kind of funny how different Beny and I's drawing styles are because Benny's definitely a perfectionist, and I'm like, good enough. And he's like, no, it's not good enough, actually. Let me fix
Yeah, it's gotta be better than just like, okay. Alright, so
But sometimes
this
okay is fine.
to that. Now let's see how that's going to look.
Nice.
So it's at least moving a little with it, right? Maybe this movement's a bit too extreme, but I don't want to do it in between.
I think, actually, I was going to say you can cut out one of those middle frames.
No, I know. But this isn't bad.
No, it's not bad. I like the motion that you have, but it just feels a little slow. Yeah, you have great motion, but it just feels like it takes some... I feel like that last frame that you had, like, adjusting his leg, he doesn't necessarily need to have that.
Well, this frame's more like he's already here, and he's just, like, falling in line. Because if I delete this frame
What
here,
if
like
that
this.
frame, the one where he's falling into the pose,
Yeah,
is animated on 1s instead of 2s?
let's do that.
That already feels snappier.
True. Let me, in that case, let me pull this in here.
I know Elijah's bored because he's not saying shit.
Well, I don't know what's going on.
Elijah's like, I have no fucking idea what these idiots are doing.
Like
this is the
it's like a
real-time
flip
animation
book.
process. This is what brings in the big bucks, bro.
Yeah, I think I failed that storyboarding class because it was similar to animating, and I hated it.
The way that modern animation works is it's usually animating the keyframes and then you send it overseas for the in-betweens.
Yeah.
So most storyboards will have you working on... You know what keyframes are though, right, Elijah?
Yeah.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what keyframes are, it's like the strong poses of an animation.
I think that's basically what we were doing in the storyboarding. Because I thought it was going to be more like a comic, or like the...
No.
what did they call it? It's like one of the early stages of storyboarding where you have everything kind of on...
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that. It wasn't animated at all. It was all like just on one page, and it was kind of like a comic. It was like a beat board.
A beat board.
That's still a storyboard though. So like if you played each frame in succession on the screen, it would look like a very choppy animation.
Yeah. But we would do, for the class that I took, we'd do a beat board first, then we would do like kind of like an animation, kind of like what you're doing here, but
Beny, I like that.
less smooth.
It gets a little. And what I'm doing there also, what I'm doing this whole time is called straight ahead animation. I'm going in one direction from here to here without anything in between. Normally, what you'd do is you'd have a frame here, here, and here,
and a frame at the end.
And a frame at the end, yeah. And you'd put frames in between these frames, which would bridge the action, which is what Sophie was saying.
And that's called pose-to-pose animation, which is more common.
What we're supposed to be
and
doing.
More consistent.
Yeah, it's much better.
Actually, for what you're doing right now, straight ahead animation might be better. Because straight ahead animation is good for like quick actions because it feels more chaotic.
Yeah.
So if you go pose to pose, it's too like finished and it feels slower. I think straight ahead might be better for what you're trying to do right now.
Oh yeah,
100%.
I totally agree.
Elijah's like, oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I agree. Yes.
Yes, queen.
Yeah.
I know exactly what is going on and what we're talking about right now. This is such a good stream for me. Justice.
Get rid of onion skin. Okay, yeah, that's what that is.
Onion skin? You mean ogre layers?
Yeah.
The ogre layers, the Shrek layers?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they haven't renamed it to Shrek layers. I feel like that would be hilarious.
We can right now.
I think we'll get copyrighted if we do that.
Shrek is the cultural reset
ogre.
that this generation
Ogre layers,
needed.
not
ogre
Shrek.
Layers.
Ogre layers.
Ogres are like onions. Onions are like ogres.
Yeah. Ooh, that's even better. If I stretch this out for longer. That's even better. The rest is better.
Yeah, that looks nice. I like how that looks.
There are a bit of After Effects though, because the effects start from here to there, and that's it. The actual VFX is just these three. After that, it's just moving.
It's just him like feeling the movement of coming back.
Exactly.
I probably shouldn't talk about all the principles of animation. Oh, somebody commented, but I can't read it because the resolution's so low.
Navar Nava says Shrek was a cultural reset. You were right.
Shrek was a cultural reset. They're right. Never None of Us is right. Honestly, Shrek is just genuinely a good movie. Elijah, when was the last time you watched Shrek?
Oh, I don't even know. A long time.
What I'm hearing is the next time you watch Shrek is when we see you again.
No, it's fine though, because I watch Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life a lot. So it's fine. I don't need to watch actual Shrek.
Yeah, it's fine.
Did you see the video where someone was playing Hogwarts and they modded it
so
that the
yeah, and the broom is Shrek?
You're welcome. This is for everybody. This is for all you.
No one wanted that.
What the fuck is that, Beny?
Wait a minute.
Can you please? No. Can you turn it into Shrek teleporting? All he needs is like the little ears, and that register is that Puss in Boots. Oh my god! Stop it!
Here you go. This
the
is
face
the
in the middle of the body. There you go.
Never Novice says, I watched Shrek recently, and shit, Eddie Murphy and Mike Myers are great. They really are.
They really are. Sexy Antonio Banderas cat. Thank you.
Never Novice, you should watch Puss in Boots' Last Wish, because it's actually a really good movie.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah, I heard it was pretty good. I think it has like the same...
Shrek.
I like how they just hop in there. Can you make them teleport in too?
No. I actually got to delete a lot of this, I'm sure. Here's what I'll do. I'll copy all this. Let's delete a lot of this.
The fucking ears! Oh my god. Stop it.
Okay. Now it's back. But now I can just... It's over here. I'm gonna bring this down into
Never
bullshit.
Novice says sexy Antonio Banderas cat. Honestly, yeah, that's the whole movie. That's Puss in Boots' Last Wish.
There it is. Alright, so now what we gotta do is more effects. Now that we have what we're gonna do, we actually don't need any more of the bullshit. We can do some cool shit. We don't even need the onion skin yet. What I want to do now is what I like to call, well, not I like to call, it's what it's called. It's chromatic aberration.
With the power of the physics of the universe, I will shit light. I can't read that. It's too.
With the power of the physics of the universe, I will shift light itself and become Shrek. You know what? you do you. You do you, girlfriend. You do you.
Turn him into Shrek. Why is he red?
I'm going to... Oh, you know what?
You adding color now?
I have to copy this group. There we go. And this one now. Blending options. Bring the red. Boom. It looks like
my
it's
favorite
normal.
thing about my cat is that she just barely tolerates me.
This looks normal, but it's not. The reason why is because I changed the blending modes. What I did, you right click, you go to blending options, and you change the advanced blending. Channels R, G, and B for red, green, and blue. You get rid of this one, it looks red. You go to this one down here, it looks teal, or like cyan. And what that lets you do is if I have it on this layer up here, over here, I duplicated the layers down here. What that lets me do is if I move one this way and up, I get a cool little like thing. And it looks like all 3D.
Oh, you making a 3D thing?
Yeah. And if
Let me go find my 3D glasses really quick.
Okay. If I do that same thing over here.
Oh, thank God.
Blending.
Do you remember the red blue 3D? That was so extremely short-lived.
It really was. We needed it longer.
It lasted like a total of, I don't even know, 5 years?
Is that not still a thing?
No, they use the Real D.
The what?
The Real D 3D.
I'm gonna warp it this time.
I don't know what that is.
Like... Elijah, please go to a movie.
Please.
I go to movies. I just don't watch 3D movies because 3D movies suck.
I mean, you're not wrong. I really want you to join the 21st century, man.
Nah.
And I'm gonna add a little bit of this.
Never a Novice said the red blue 3D thing comprised most of my early childhood. Yeah, as a kid I thought it was like a staple of movies, and it turns out it was just a gimmick.
It was just a gimmick.
Of like 5 years. I don't even know how long. But then they moved to Real D 3D, which means you can actually see the colors in the movie and not just red and blue.
Right. Actually, this should do that. There we go.
I mean, there's not a lot more colors than red and blue. There's like, what, like 4 more colors or something, right?
Just a couple. You don't need to see most of them, it's fine.
Just a little bit of it. Some down here, just a tiny bit. To feel like it's a little off. A little more. A little more obvious because you move so fast.
You really gotta love this high octane animating.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what it looks like now. That's
the red
cool
blue
shit.
effect is very cool though.
That is cool shit.
It looks badass. I don't know what you did, but it looks badass.
And now,
I don't know what the hell is going on, but hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Sergio's in the living room and he has nodded, so you get the nod of approval.
Thank you. What we're also going to do now, I can get rid of this. I can go into this layer. Right, yes.
It's in the middle of the teleport.
Middle, yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get... Oh, we want blue is what we want. Like a cool, like this kind of blue. I'm going to do some sparks. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, you can't see them here. For the moment, I'm going to get rid of the... Oh, damn. Well, no, that's fine, actually. fuck? Okay. I'm gonna add another video layer. Of that, I want to do another video layer. 2. We're gonna drag it up, down.
Once again, I gotta point out how much I hate animating in Photoshop.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
Well, why didn't you do this in like Adobe Animate or something?
Because I wanted the brushes that Photoshop affords.
Could I do something like this on my typewriter?
Oh.
You have a typewriter? I thought you just handwrote everything.
No, I'm not a savage. This is the typewriter.
You know what's wild is my mom used to handwrite her essays.
Did she really?
Yeah, because like
I would do that all the
typewriters
time.
were not, because when she was growing up, typewriters were like not a widespread thing. I mean, they were around, but she was very poor. She would handwrite all her essays.
Good God.
I wrote, I think, a couple papers on a typewriter because I used to have a typewriter. But other than that, I wrote either handwritten or I would make Katie type it for me, and I would just write handwritten. And now I write it on my phone.
Perfect. Never Novice says, I recommend doing the old draw on several sheets of notebook paper and flip the papers to make the doodles move. And she's right.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. Honestly, that's all this is it's a digital flip book.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Just gotta have some of these. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. There we go. That's much better.
Hello.
Boom. Little wisps. Who are you talking to all sweet?
Does he not hear me?
Oh.
No, that was Katie.
Oh.
He's talking to us, Benny. Get with the game.
Yeah. I didn't say anything. That was just Katie.
Never Novice says, also, I'm spamming your chat. I got excited out of nowhere. You're not
fine.
spamming our chat. You sent like 2 chats.
Yeah, that's spamming for us. That's like 50% of the chat right there.
That's fine.
He's doing VFX for the teleportation of our character.
Yay.
Yeah, Atlas. Have we talked about Atlas, Benny?
We kind of have. Technically.
You never put his name at the top of the stream.
No,
This
I didn't. So
I was gonna say Matthew Murdoch, but that's not his fucking name.
No, it's a different character. We don't own the rights to.
If only.
I know.
He's
Matthew
my
Makoa.
favorite.
Matthew.
No, Matayo Makoa.
Matayo Makoa.
Whose superhero name is Atlas.
Atlas, yeah.
He's pretty cool. He's no Matt Murdock, but he's pretty cool.
He's pretty bug nasty, not gonna lie.
Pretty sick as fuck.
You can't see through echolocation, but we'll give him a pass.
You can teleport, so that's fine. How does it look right now? Oh, I gotta put this one on. That's right. So I got a little bit of weird shit going on around him. Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gotta have it linger, so it pops in like with him here. There's like weird energy.
I think the colors should linger. Hello.
Linger.
I'm a little drunk. Should linger with his settling, where he like settles with emotion.
That's
because
actually...
the colors. Huh?
I said that's actually what I'm gonna be doing too.
Oh, okay, good. Because the colors are so fast with the actual animation that I almost don't see them.
No, yeah, exactly. Sometimes I'm gonna be putting them like with us here.
Yeah. What brush are you using? That's a nice brush.
Just the regular airbrush that he comes with.
Nice.
Yeah. What is general? What the fuck are the brushes I'm looking for? General brushes. This is what I want. This is what I want. And I'm gonna do No onion skin, just a little bit around him.
So, what is onion skin?
I will.
It's the Shrek skin.
The ogre layers? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the ogre layers.
Oh, okay. Confused there for a second.
Never Novice says, I'm curious, what game do you guys think has the best animation or movie? I can answer that because Beny and I think we say all the
Velma.
time like our favorite. Shut the fuck up about Velma. God damn it! I spilled water everywhere. I don't even know how I did it. Ignore me. Sergio fully saw me spill water all over the couch. Anyway,
No, Sophia Peterson.
Beny and I say all the time our favorite style of animation
Invincible.
is I've seen Spider-Verse, which is Spider-Verse honestly was like literally a cultural reset because the animation is so unique that there's been a lot of animations since that have mimicked that style of animation. Puss in Boots being one of them. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish.
Yeah.
So Spider-Verse is very unique because it was animated on ones. They took a lot of inspiration from comic book styles. I'm not going to get too into it, but definitely our favorite animation is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
But Sophia, what about Invincible? That has great animation, doesn't it?
Does it though? Because okay, Invincible is great when it's good, but when it's bad, it's really bad. Because
It's never bad. It's never bad.
The fucking all of the talking scenes are like characters standing still and like barely moving towards each other to talk.
Yeah.
You can tell they funnel all of the budget into the fight scenes.
It's like anime.
Yeah, the fight scenes are so well done, and then the talking scenes are just like static heads flapping at each other. Never Novice said, "Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Spider-Verse looks dope. Kind of reminds me of Arcane."
Oh, Arcane's also phenomenal.
Arcane is also phenomenal. I would go as far to say that Spider-Verse had a little bit of influence on Arcane.
I think so.
I think so. Arcane is gorgeous.
I think, okay, so one thing about animation is that when Toy Story came out, I promise this is going to segue back into talking about Spider-Verse. When Toy Story came out, animators saw that and they were like, oh shit, this is going to completely change the game. And they were right, it did. I think Spider-Verse is the same way. It's completely changing the way people approach animation, who do animation, and it's not for the better. My favorite style is I have seen Spider-Verse. That's my favorite style of animation. Animators who've seen Spider-Verse.
You know what I really like about that style of animation is I know we call it I've seen Spider-Verse. I don't know what it's actually called. But
there's no name for it, yeah.
For a long time, 3D animation was just about like making the realist, like graphics, realist animation, like the fabric moves in a real way, and like everything looks hyper realistic. The water looks hyper realistic, and there's a point that you can take hyper realism so far that you can't go anywhere else because it already looks real. And Spider-Verse took it and stylized 3D animation, because 3D animation, it's been stylized, but I feel like Spider-Verse stylized it in a way that it hasn't been stylized before, and a lot of animations since then have been taking after it.
Yeah, I think it's the best way of putting it. It stylized something that wasn't previously stylized, that should have been the whole time, because they're cartoons. They're cartoons for that.
Puss in Boots has really, I know we're talking about fucking the stupid cat movie from Shrek, but the Puss in Boots Last Wish movie is so ridiculously good. Like, it's absurd how good that stupid little movie is. And they, Beny and I, because we both are nerdy ass animators.
That looks good.
Look at this
That looks great. That looks really good. I like that. Little psh. No, I love that. That looks good.
We need the orange though now.
I know, it's almost like we measured in this or something.
Fuck, right?
I was talking to my mom a little while ago, and I was telling her, like, or I showed her some drawing I did, And she was like, "Oh, you're so good at drawing. You've gotten so much better." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's almost like I majored in it or something." Never Anonymous says, "For sure, I feel like stylized animation also allows for more freedom with superpowers, for example, because real people with superpowers look silly in comparison."
Yeah, you can only go so far before it becomes like weird. For people who have powers in movies.
Well, the thing with animation is that your suspension of disbelief goes so much further than it does with live action.
It does, yeah.
Because with real people, there's only so far you can go with absurdity before you're like, okay, this is stupid. It looks stupid. Whereas animation, you already have like a barrier to entry of requiring you to suspend your disbelief a certain amount just to enjoy the media. And so you're able to, and so you're able to accept more absurdity in a cartoon than you are in live action, which is part of the reason that Betty and I, like, you know, eventually we'd like Human to be an animated series.
Yeah, fully animated.
Ideally. Because I don't feel like it's something that would live in live action. I don't feel like it's something that would do well in live action.
No.
But in animation, I think it would thrive.
Absolutely.
Never Novice says, yes, that's why more fantasy movies should be animated instead of live action IMO. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with that. And I think that the animation... Sorry, I'm like monopolizing the conversation.
Oh, that's fine. I got nothing else to add. You're adding everything I would have already added.
Yeah, you guys are still animating, so I don't got much to add.
Elijah's sleeping. He said fucking good night.
I am laying in bed currently, so yes.
Valid, understandable. I feel like adult animation is severely lacking in animation in stories with a serious tone, because a lot of adult animation lives in comedy, and it does, like Family Guy, The Simpsons, at least in American animation, and it doesn't really get to live anywhere else except for
and porn. Come on.
And porn. But like, I think Arcane is one of the few animations aimed towards an adult audience that I've seen, and it's done really well, and that doesn't surprise me at all, especially because our generation grew up with so many animated features that I feel like millennials and Gen Z are really drawn towards animation in a way that older generations are not. And we see it as like a viable medium and not just like a vehicle for jokes.
Yeah, boomers.
Yeah, you fucking oldies.
I think it also matters the kind of story you want to tell. Like, if I wanted to tell Fast and Furious, I wouldn't fucking animate it. I'd be stupid. But it lives in live action.
Well, I think Fast and Furious is stupid, period. But
if you're gonna make it,
what were you saying?
If you're gonna make it, you gotta make it in a medium that makes sense. It wouldn't really make sense in animation, but it works in live action as much as it can, right? But also similarly, you can't make a movie like Osmosis Jones in in real life only. It was both. But you
I was about to say.
You can't make it just like a live action. Could you imagine if they had like a live action?
No, they had Bill Murray walked around in that movie, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Could you imagine if they painted Chris Rock blue and just had him like in dark, squishy caves? That'd be gross.
Oh, that'd be cool. I would love that.
Of course you would.
I would love that probably as much as I loved Velma.
So not at all?
Oh god.
Velma's my favorite show now.
No, it's not.
Is it? Yeah. I don't like that about you.
I don't know. You guys don't like a lot of things about me. Gosh. just because Tiger King...
Maybe you should like better media.
Not Tiger King. Just because Liver King is my idol and I watch Velma, you know, and I don't use toilet paper, you know. Gosh.
You wear socks?
Socks? No, I wear sandals everywhere.
God. All right, this is with the orange. Let's see how this looks. Oh, that's kind of cool.
That looks nice. I like that.
Yay. It does look like
Beny?
he's orange, but you know.
Hey, Beny.
Yes.
How long is this animation that we've spent an hour and a half on?
It is not even a second. Little. Oh, you know what? I gotta have this
Oh.
one here. There we go. Now let's get the chromatic aberration.
Uh-huh. Is it a second?
You sure? No. It is not even a second. It's just a little.
Benny, really quick, can you just draw the bullshit meter just like spilling over the edge?
You know, I can actually.
Never an officer is calling the police right now. Sue Velma.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
might not have cooked this bread long enough. LOL.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were making bread.
Yeah.
Making? You mean buying?
No.
Why is making bread
Made
such
bread.
like a hard thing for you to?
Because you don't make
BSM.
bread, you buy bread. I mean, you toast it. Is that what you're talking about? You're toasting it?
No.
No, I made bread.
You made
Fully
bread.
made bread. I feel like it's bad though.
There we go. If I rewind it, we got a little boom. And that's cool.
That looks really nice.
That's cool.
Actually,
What'd you say?
that looks really nice.
Yeah, I
Hell
like
yeah. Only took me an hour and a half. Actually, no, it didn't take me an hour and a half. It took me like maybe 30 minutes. We had to weed through a bunch of bullshit everywhere.
Yeah, and lectures. There's a lot of lectures that happen.
There was one, like a quarter of a lecture. But yeah, we got little sparks. We got this like weird splash of energy with the warping around him and him like entering in through a little. If we play that like frame by frame, it's weird. Oh, fuck, can I do that? Let's look at this. No, I can't do that there. Let's drag the mouse through. I always like looking at the frames afterwards just to see what they look like. They always look stupid and weird.
I have a feeling you are the only one. No, I also like looking at the
What the fuck? Look what like we go from this to this, whatever this is.
That's some peeing.
That's some. I think he's like bleeding from his dick. The face doesn't make it better.
Oh, if you just played in reverse, it's like he's teleporting away.
True. I'd have the same animation play forward with him teleporting out, though. It would start off with him. Well, it'd be like him shrinking in, but the warp would start fading in and disappear as well. But yeah, I think that's quick and nice.
I think you're quick and nice.
You've never tried me, so you won't know. But yeah, that's what we got. This is our fun little stick. That's all I got. That's all I really have planned.
Cool, because my phone is about to die.
Oh. Does anybody want to say anything else before we end the stream? This is pretty good.
Go watch Jump In.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, I heard something about bread.
I also heard something about bread. What'd you say, Sophia?
I said, Benny,
Yeah.
come out here.
Yeah.
Try my bread and honey butter.
Oh, that sounds like a euphemism.
It's not.
Is it gonna be
She
quick
entered
and
the
nice?
room! She gave me bread. Oh my god. That's really good.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much, Navarre Novice. Good job on Animate. Be good. 10 out of 10. Thank you.
You and Sophia have both made something amazing today.
We have. One of these days, you will too.
Isn't Elijah streaming next?
He is.
He's
yes.
next in line.
I take back the quick and nice thing about you.
Yeah. Well, you gotta follow up. You gotta follow us up, man. I know he's not, but it looks like he's like being Beybladed in, like spinning in.
Beyblade, let him rap.
But yeah, I don't know if I like this splash effect right here. The weird like psh, of like whatever that is.
Yeah, it looks a little liquidy.
Does look a little liquidy. But everything else is pretty cool.
I do like the blue and orange though.
Yeah, the blue and orange are going to be with the colors for Matt's powers. Yay. But that's
Cool.
it. That's all we got.
Yeah, go watch Jump In.
Go watch Cord. Always look at all of our drawings. And put it right here. There.
Nice. That's my favorite one.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
That's peeing with super speed.
I feel like you should see a doctor about that.
That's happening to you?
Is that not what your guys' pee looks like? I think you guys got to get on the Liver King diet. If that's not what your pee looks like, then you got a problem.
You got
Then Liver King says you have a problem.
Yep.
Liver King said, my guy.
I think the best part about animation too is if you want to fuck around.
You're
with
not
animating board.
pissing fire? Are you really living?
It's just for like a single frame. You can just. Bitch.
Subliminal messages. You know what? A really good example of this is in
Fight
fucking
Club?
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah.
When
Fight
Gaston is
Club.
falling off the tower, for a split second you can see. Excuse me. For a split second you can see skulls in his eyes as he's falling to his death. Like,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's literally 2 frames and you'll miss it.
Yeah. Also, Fight Club, like Benny said.
Yeah, they have they keep flashing frames of Brad Pitt's character the whole time.
What does that say, Benny? I can't read it. Cute little UTI action.
What? Where?
Yeah.
And that never a novice wrote.
Oh yeah. Cute little UTI action. Yeah. Here, instead of bitch, I'm gonna erase this.
UTI.
I'm gonna add this right here. Oh damn! No, we want this not to be that long.
Lorem ipsum, my bestie.
Yeah. I'm gonna squeeze that in there. Why is it like that? Oh, well, whatever. That's fine. Actually, yeah, that is fine. I'm gonna change this to just regular Arial for what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna make this like 9.5. No. 6.5.
Sophia, copyright.
You're right.
Don't sue us. Don't sue us.
There we go. It'll be worth it. It'll all be worth it.
Mhm.
I hope. I think.
What the fuck are you writing? The B movie script?
Can I paste here? No? Delete. Oh, I have to copy it first. I'm dumb. Copy. Paste. Okay, here we go. And if I just save that to this layer. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, hello?
My phone died.
Your phone died?
Yeah.
Well, come here.
Benny,
I want
my
to-
phone is also about to die.
I want to show you what I'm gonna do here.
My phone died.
Here you go. For a second, it's gonna.
It looks nice.
Thank you. Do you know what the text is?
It's the B movie
Is it
script.
the B
That's
movie
what Sophia
script? I can't
said.
see it. The fitness group. Turn your computer off. No more computer for you.
This group face-to-face. The multi-stage room.
You don't get your computer anymore.
Capacity.
I'm taking this away from you.
Oh god.
I had it
projecting on the TV, and the TV went blank.
Oh god!
And I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Oh my
god! Fucking phone died.
Well, I guess we're done here, y'all. I guess we're done here. Goodbye, everybody. We love you. Cute little UTI action, indeed.
Boy.
There we go. The best frame. Oh god. Goodbye.
Orange piss.
Oh, violent. Something in the way.
Don't sue us.
I can't hear Elijah, so it's just me and you bullshitting to each other. As far as I'm concerned.
Goodbye, y'all.
Boy.